Okay, just in. So BLM is threatened to burn down New York City over the Jordan Neely and Daniel Penny verdict. This is some of the most unhinged stuff that you could see this year alone.
BLM had threatened to burn down parts of the city, cars, whatnot. Let's watch. They're angry over Daniel Penny being found not guilty.
Do it for us. And clearly, if we get to this point, it's too late. We have to be there for each other, and that's our call to action. Everybody that's pissed off at this verdict, I challenge you to go outside today and help one person.
I got to start this off by first criticizing this Negro. He's talking about a call to action. He's starting off this video saying that there's a call to action. That itself can get you locked up. That itself is inciting violence, because anything he's saying before and after that, pretty much after, more than anything, it's now a call to action. So this is going to be a pretty interesting video, and I can't wait to dive in it.
Right on. That's my challenge. If you're angry, if you're hurt, go help one person. That's how we beat the system. That's how we turn this around, by being there for each other.
I just want to say, I miss my son. My son didn't have to go through this. I didn't have to go through this either.
Now, I have to bring this up. For Jordan Neely, this is his father. I want to start this off in the most sincere way possible, and I want you guys to hear it clearly. Screw Jordan Neely's father. And this is why. He comes up here sobbing, talking about he misses his son. Now, I know I sound somewhat heartless for saying this, and please don't attack me yet. Just stay with me. He misses his son, yet he abandoned his son 5 years ago, left him to be homeless, left him to be strung out, led him to be to the point by threatening people's lives over ginger ale on a subway. You don't miss your son. You're missing opportunities. Because if you miss your son, he wouldn't have been lost in the first place. As a real father, you could have took him in. As a real father, you could have got him help. As a real father, you could have prevented his death. But sit there and say that you miss your son, as if the world took your son away from you. It's completely ignoring that your son left the world himself with his own intentions. Through his actions, created his own demise. But to have people come up here and be victims, it's the same thing like Floyd. When Floyd passed, you saw all his family standing up beside him, smiling. Not him, I'm sorry, the photos of him. But I'm saying that to say this. Those people, they didn't have a relationship with Floyd with over 7 years and 12 years or something. Look it up. Don't shoot the messenger. They had them get all together for a photo op. And I understand both sides do this. Democrats do it. Republicans do it. It's about selling the story. Because us as the viewer, us as the consumer, it has to be an entertaining story. They got to sell it to us. It got to make sense to the viewer. Because if it don't make sense to the viewer, you're going to start questioning the messenger. So I can understand why they do what they do. I'm not oblivious to it. But I do have to criticize it. It's just wrong to sit here and make it seem like these people had the greatest relationship ever, and Daniel Penny just came in as the big bad wolf and blew down Jordan Neely. That's just not the truth.
It hurts. Really, really hurts. What are we gonna do, people? What's gonna happen to us now? I had enough of this. System is rigged. Come on, people. Let's do something about this.
Let's do something about it. Too often, we have Eric Garner's mother here.
So they brought Eric Garner's mother too. Look, it's almost like, I hate what they're starting the Democrat Party. And I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but they are creating the victim Olympics. You got Eric Garner mother here, Mike Brown cousin, George Floyd niece. Like, bro, stop creating this fake story as if black people are being targeted. Stop creating this fake story when we be acting like antagonists in some of the scenarios we get laid down in. Now, there is a specific scenario. You ain't gonna ever catch me being one of them Republicans that make it seem like every black person that gets shot is wrong. Hell no. I'm realistic. You guys know I keep it fair. I don't approve of that story where those two individuals in Georgia shot that black man. I think they were standing on the back of a pickup truck or something like that. It was a while ago. And it was a black individual near Valdosta, Georgia. That was about 2021-ish, maybe 22-ish. One of those two, I don't know. But lo and behold, they do have video footage of that same individual walking around that Georgia neighborhood, breaking into locations that he was not authorized to be in. It does not mean you're supposed to die. It does not mean people are supposed to go down and hunt you. But we have to be fair. We got to look at both sides like, bro, we got to stop bringing certain things on themselves. I'm thankfully 30 years old. I'm telling you right now, there have been 3 different occasions on my life where I could have been clipped and gone, whether that be arrested or killed. And I'm telling you, it's because of the choices I made. I literally wouldn't be here. My entire story is supposed to be different. I can name 3 scenarios where I'm not supposed to be here, and it was thank God and my choices. So your choices can accelerate your demise. We have to start accepting that. God, we got to start embracing it so we can start avoiding it.
There's too often this is happening where we're left alone in this society. We got to stop that. We have to change how we impact each other. Jordan came on that subway car. The first thing he asked for was food, and he was killed. And the person who killed him was not held responsible. We cannot allow this to keep happening.
Okay. Oh. Look like the police are attacking protesters.
Good morning, everyone. Here we stand once again in front of this unjust system. I stood here 10 years ago because they did not give justice to my son with the chokehold. I fought hard to get the anti-chokehold.
As I stated, this is the Victim Olympics. I'm sorry, the Victim Avengers. It's victimization Avengers. And this is my problem with having this stuff, this inventory for blacks, because it leads us to believe that when we turn on the TV, like, God damn, we still ain't get nowhere yet. That is black people. We'll look at the TV and say, it's just the same as slavery. It's just the same as the time of Jim Crow. It's the same as segregation. Nothing has changed. I can't stand the whites. That's the mindset it leads to. We need a different approach. I mean, God damn it. We in 2024 heading to 2025. Is it not exhausting for anyone else about this race stuff? Is it just not exhausting yet? Yes, we have came goddamn far, and we need to start admitting it. We need to stop acting like we're farther behind than we are. We have made so much progress, but when you turn on the TV and you see this stuff on the mainstream media, you constantly think we didn't get far enough, which couldn't be further from the truth.
Bill passed, which did pass. But it shouldn't only be for police officers, it should be for civilians also. No one deserves to be choked to death. And you know, we're in that courtroom and people are cheering for the verdict. They made the loudest noise, the judge did nothing. But when his father spoke out, they put him out the courtroom. Is that justice? Or what? We can't allow this to keep going on. We have to fight this system. That's what I had to do. I had to fight to get the little justice that I got. I got 1 police officer fired. There's more that
What about your money?
need to be fired. But I tell this family, do not give up. Because that's what they want you to do. They want to discourage you. Just like they tried to discourage me. But 10 years later, I'm still fighting. And I'm not only fighting for myself, I'm fighting for families like yourself. That's why I have to come out when this injustice is done.
Just like everybody else has vigilantes, we need some black vigilantes.
That's right.
People want to jump up and choke.
The Eric Garner situation, you guys know I got to be straight down the middle. The Eric Garner situation, this dude was only in a chokehold for 9 seconds. Don't get me wrong, 9-second chokehold is hella long. But yet again, they ignored the ulterior reasonings why these people are to pass away. They want to sell a narrative, they get it set up, and they send it to the people. And I want you to also notice something. When BLM starts their announcements, when BLM starts their speeches, it's always very loud, extremely loud, and always pretty physical with the hand movements, the pointing. They want to emit emotions. They want you to focus on how they are emoting and not listen to their words. And if you start to do that, you can find yourself being mad without any basis as to why you're angry. You can find yourself out at a protest and you can be approached by someone that is opposing your entire protesting argument. And they can say, why are you mad? If you get manipulated by things like the hand pointing and the loud screaming from these Negroes, you'll find yourself out there without an answer saying, I don't know why I'm mad. I just saw niggas was mad and I wanted to follow them. I wanted to take to the streets because they told me to. It's nothing wrong with fighting, but you need to be fighting with some direction, some guidance, and some projection. You need to know where you're heading. And these people are fighting a pointless battle. They don't know the end result of it. They don't know how to get a change from it. And honestly, they never speak on statistics. I'm sorry. I love statistics. They never bring up the statistics of how many of us are being choked to death. They never bring up the statistics of how many of us are being shot in the back. For the black people that's listening, that's watching, I'm just being real. Hey, if they gunning us down, I want to see the numbers. You should too, bro. Like, let us see how much they're killing us off. And then when I start to open these books and look at these numbers, I say, God damn. It's always been us, just getting rid of us. These white folks are barely putting us down. In terms of collecting bodies, man, we do more of that through a gangbanging year than any white man can. And it doesn't give no white man the right to gun us down. But we have to stop ignoring that we have given ourselves rights to do the same thing.
Us and kill us for being loud? How about we do the same when they attempt to oppress us?
Right.
I'm tired. I know you're looking for us to be like, oh, go and march. Go.
This is literally calling for violence. Hello. This is literally calling for violence. I am flabbergasted.
March, no. This weekend, I want you to hold a community event everywhere from the Bronx to Houston to Seattle to Florida. Black people hold community events and talk about what you need.
In fact, Danny Penny was justified in using that force, and he used less than Jordan Neely did because he threatened imminent, deadly physical force. And you were entitled to use that kind of force. Although Danny Penny didn't even know he died. He's speaking to the cops. He didn't even know he died. He thought that apparently that he was unconscious. In the end, what we have here are people demanding justice for Jordan Neely. Let me make one point. The truth is that Jordan Neely was on a list of New York City's most needy, homeless, and mentally ill people. In a city of 8 million, he's on a list of 50. He had open warrants for assaulting women on the subway. One senior woman in particular.
He's a menace. And I'm tired of seeing, I'm sorry, I'm going to let it out. I can't hold it. I'm tired of seeing photos of him in the Michael Jackson outfit trying to make it seem as if this dude is a good Samaritan. Matter of fact, I haven't seen a video of this Negro dancing yet. I ain't seen no moonwalk. I haven't seen none of that, so they can beat it with this bullshit. I'm so tired of every time that someone gets in trouble, it's time to see us smiling with our graduation pictures. It ain't time for that. No, it ain't time to smile. No, it ain't time to smile. You supposed to be frowning right now. They supposed to be showing you as who you are. I don't want to see them mask people up and make them look clean. I want to see the nitty gritty. I want to see people for who they are. Stop giving us that nice smile and photoshopping our teeth. Nigga, if I'm a criminal, let people know I'm a criminal. Let people know I am a villain. I am not a God-fearing man. Let them know. If I am a radical that do something like that, let them know that I was a piece of trash. Don't show me smiling as if I'm a good guy. Save that for those that deserve it, goddamn.
Particularly, he had just broken her orbital bone. He had 42 arrests in 7 years. Where were these people trying to help Jordan Neely? But Danny Penny did what all of us would want someone to do if we were on that subway car. And I think that America breathes a sigh of relief today. America now recognizes that we can protect other Americans and not be accused of being vigilantes, that we can be good Samaritans within the confines of the law. And if a jury in New York City can find Danny Penny not guilty, well, then I feel good about the rest of America.
Judge, quick follow-up question. Would it pass constitutional muster, and do you think it's likely for the DA to recharge Daniel Penny?
I would not.
First of all, it's double jeopardy. Secondly, they shouldn't have gotten involved in the politics of saying, we're going to dismiss the first count of Man 2 in this indictment. Stay out of it. They said that they couldn't come to an agreement. Why all the fancy footwork between the Manhattan DA and the judge? That's not going to happen, because if they can't prove criminally negligent homicide, for sure they're not going to be able to come back with Man 2, and it is double jeopardy.
Now, for those that's watching, here's the interesting part to the video. And if you have been following this long, as you guys know, I like to give us something good to go out with, something very interesting that you typically not seeing on the news. So this actually just happened. This video right here is about 42 minutes old as of right now, so it's extremely fresh. Right after this verdict with the Jordan Neely and Daniel Penny, it's crazy how both of their last names sound similar. There was absolute riots and protests outside of the courtroom, which honestly is still going on right now as I'm filming this video. So depending on when you're watching this, they're either being arrested right now, still rioting, or in jail. No in-betweens.
Wait. All right, hold on. You guys, get off. Come around this way.
He was hungry! He was killed for being poor! No justice, no peace! Shame on you! No justice, no peace!
This is fucking sick. They don't give a goddamn about us. I didn't hurt nobody or kill no goddamn body. But I did.
Like I said, I can't stand the angry, loud black man, because that's always what they want us to be. Why every time they put a speakerphone in our hand, we gotta be extremely loud and angry? That's what the speakerphone is for, Negro. It's to make you loud. Shut the hell up. Stop being so loud. Stop being so angry. Stop matching the biased character that they have created for us. Stop being an angry black man. I'm tired of us always just appearing to be the angry black man. If we could get some years of us not being louder than others, not being more reactive than others, that stereotype ceases and desists. Then we can be as loud as everyone else, because that bias is a real thing. And because we live up to it, it prevents us from really emoting like we want to. I'm being honest. Black people, when they get mad and they start to cursing, everyone just assume all hell is going to break loose because of stereotypes. That isn't fair. That is bias. That is wrong. I don't approve of that, but it exists. It don't matter if I don't approve it, and that's the truth about things. You can't fix things just by saying, I don't like it. That ain't gonna change anything. You have to be the change that you're waiting for.
More time than that man did for killing somebody.
If we don't get no justice, then they don't get no peace. If we don't get no justice, then they don't get no peace. No justice, no peace. No peace. If we don't get no justice, then they don't get no peace. I will not get my vote. You're going down, Mr. Justice is going down, Mr. Adams. I know you hear us. You know you hear us. Where is America great? Where's America great? Where's America great? Mr. Donald, Mr. Trump, where's America great? Only for the white people? Only for the white soldiers? Only for the white soldiers? Why was he dismissed? Why was he dismissed from us?
It's pathetic. Absolutely pathetic watching this. If you want to know why we have this problem right here, you're looking at it. Right here. This is why we have the problems that we having right now. It's because of people like this pushing out nonsense and hate for no reason, just to lose a re-election. I'm sorry, to get kicked out the re-election. All this is being done just for political ploy. It's disgusting.
Why was he dismissed? Why was he dismissed? Why did he come out of court? Out of that system? Why is it just Justice for Neely Jordan! No justice, no peace! Yo, man, this is already told y'all, man. They don't give a fuck, bro. They don't give a fuck. And this is like, I told you guys, we needed that guilty plea. He wasn't sticking no jail time. We people,
like I said, they want to be victims. Why are you guys so mad? This is the thing. This is the thing about it. You got Young Thug, right? I just need to know how a racist America really got to be. You got a rapper called Goddamn Young Thug. He was facing a RICO charge, although it's state and not federal. He was facing a RICO charge. This dude was accused of calling hits on people. He was accused of racketeering. He was accused of a lot of shit. I'm sorry, a lot of things, bro. But this is the thing. This dude is a free man right now. Although on probation, he's a free man. I'm trying to figure out how in the hell is a black individual able to go against 2 to 3 white judges, white prosecutions, and able to come home, and we see things like this and people take to the streets and say that there's no justice, no peace. What the hell? We get away with a lot. I'm trying to figure out how a racist country allows a black cop at the state capitol. For the first part, I don't even understand how a black cop get a job at the U.S. state capitol in a racist country, but get to shoot a white woman, Ashley Babbitt, and face no charges. Had it been a racist country, they would have hung that nigga for killing that white woman. Are y'all serious with this? Let's just be real. Cut the propaganda, cut the narratives. It's just not there. It doesn't make sense in 2024. It didn't even make sense all the way back to 2015. We've been crying the same stuff over and over, and it's just regurgitated nonsense. It's time for us to move backwards. Yes, I always say I want blacks to move backwards. I don't want us to move forward. I like how we were looking prior to 1960s. I like how we were looking prior to gangbanging. I like how we were looking prior to accepting the Democratic Party. I like how we were looking prior to having promiscuous and all of this BS in our culture. So it's time for us to go back. I don't care. White folks can move forward. Hispanics can move forward. Asians can move forward. It don't matter. You can move forward. But them Negroes, we need to go back. We need to head a whole different direction. Because what they did to us, for us, was back. That progress that Democrats gave us pushed us back. So it's time for us to actually go back for once. Put our fate in our own hands. Stop listening to people telling us that we need to go forward. Because if you continue to go forward without solving a problem, you just makes it larger. Imagine driving forward without having your oil changed and the oil light is on. What happens to your car in the end? And that's what we're doing. Yeah, your car can drive. Hell, some of you people are amazing. Some people are able to drive a car with the oil change light for 900 miles. By the grace of God, nothing happens. Hey, we sometimes do what we gotta do. But I tell you what, ain't no way in hell that car can last forever. It has a breaking point, unfortunately. We're that car. It's time for us to turn around, get our oil changed, and then move forward. That's just my opinion.
That is sick! Them subways ain't safe, and it's because of y'all motherfuckers. Do something for these people. It's been a house's problem since I've been known. Since I've been a goddamn kid. It's been a goddamn house's problem. A mentally ill problem. Do something for these people.
He said it's a mentally ill problem. Bro, did y'all just hear that? I am literally about to cry laughing. How can you sit here and defend Jordan Neely and say there's a mental illness problem? Nigga, the mental illness is why he's... I don't think people really, they just be chatting. They don't really hear themselves speak. It's hilarious. Bro, mental illness is why bro got stamped. Unfortunately, his mind wasn't right, bro. If his father didn't leave him 5 years ago, we wouldn't be seeing this. Look, I'm literally about to start crying from this. Just the hypocrisy. It leaves me speechless. Please like, comment, subscribe. You know, I don't want to hold you past the content itself. I'm not here to take up your time. I'm just here to entertain you. And click the notification bell to stay updated so you can see my next post. You know I do 2 a day.